We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. The Constitution of India, like many other democratic constitutions, is preceded by the Preamble. The Preamble is not a law nor even part of the Constitution. It is a sort of introduction to the Constitution and helps to understand the mind of the Constitution framers and the purpose for which they had made several provisions in the Constitution. Though the Preamble is not a legal part of the Constitution, yet in spirit it is binding upon the present and future governments of the country. Whenever there is some confusion regarding the interpretation of a clause of the Constitution, the text of the Preamble helps clarify the point. The Preamble expresses a great deal of meaning in a few words. It describes the objectives of the Constitution. Let us try to understand the Preamble. Sovereign. This means that India is completely free from external control. No outside power can interfere in her internal administration or tell how to conduct her foreign policy. Socialist. This term was introduced by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976 with the aim of promoting socialism. Socialism in India means an equal and fair distribution of the nation's wealth among all sections of people in the country. By giving equal opportunity to all, it aims to bridge the gap between the rich and poor. The poor must be uplifted and should not get poorer. Democratic. The people of India elect the rulers of the country and the latter are responsible to the people. Republic. The chief executive or the head of the Indian Union is elected for a fixed period of time and that his office is not hereditary. Secular. Introduced into the Preamble by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976, the word secular implies the state would not adopt any state religion. The state would not use its authority to spread any religion. The state would not discriminate against any religion. Every citizen has freedom to profess, practice, and propagate his or her religion, and every office in the land is open to all, irrespective of a person's religious affiliation or belief. Justice. It aims to remove all differences which result from inequalities of wealth and opportunity, race, caste, and belief. Liberty. It refers to individual rights such as freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. Equality. The Constitution regards all citizens as equal and does not allow the state to differentiate between them on the ground of religion, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. Fraternity. It implies a spirit of brotherhood and a feeling among citizens that they all are children of the same motherland. This is to be achieved by removal of untouchability and abolition of communal or even local antisocial feelings which stand in way of unity of India. On December 6, 1946, Dr. Sachidanand Sinha presided over the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly, comprising of 389 members, represented all communities and classes of Indian people. For instance, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, K.M. Munshi, Maulana Azad, C. Rajgopalachari, Dr. Sarojini Naidu, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapru, and many more. Dr. S.C. Mukherjee represented the Indian Christians. Dr. H.P.Modi represented the Parsis and Mr. Frank Anthony represented the Anglo-Indians. On December 11, 1946, the Assembly elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as its permanent chairman. The Indian Constitution is the longest constitution of the world. In its original form, the Constitution had 395 articles and 8 schedules. Now, it consists of the Preamble, Part 1 to 22 covering Articles 1 to 395, Schedules 1 to 10, an appendix which contains the order extending the application of the Constitution to Jammu and Kashmir. It took 2 years, 11 months and 8 days to prepare the Constitution. The Constitution was written in English, but a Hindi translation was issued on January 24, 1950. The Constitution came into force on January 26, 1950. The terms socialist, secular, and integrity were included in the preamble of the Constitution in 1976. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is regarded as the father of the Constitution. 26 November 1949 is the date on which our Constitution became legal binding. In 1930, the date of January 26 was chosen to announce Purna Swaraj or complete freedom. On January 24, 1950, the Assembly's final session convened. The Constitution was signed by each member twice, once in Hindi and once in English. Prem Bihari handwrote the original Constitution in flowing italic style, with each page embellished by Shantiniketan painters like as Boher Ram Manohar Sinha and Nandlal Bose. M.N. Roy first gave the idea of Constitution in 1934. When India became a republic on January 26, 1950, the Indian emblem was chosen. On December 13, 1946, the then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru introduced the Objectives Resolution, which was later adopted as the Preamble on January 22, 1947. At the Central Library of the Parliament, 3 exclusive copies of the Indian Constitution are kept in special helium-filled cases that are 22 inches long and 16 inches broad. The Indian Constitution is known as a bag of borrowings since it incorporates laws from the constitutions of numerous other countries, including the United States, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, France, and others. Before being fully finalized, as many as 2,000 amendments were made to the draft of the Constitution. If you want to know anything about Indian history, please leave it in the comment box so that I can come back with it. If you have liked the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.